Sick. You know, like you can have fun in this game even when you're not playing well, and I think that Infused is a good example of a team like that. But they want to play well. You know they want to win. Doomsy is as hungry for a win as anybody, but Mystic says no.
I think Mystic is more hungry to prove himself right now to the world. He has now taken over the spot for Greasy Meister on this FlipSid roster. You know, they had performed well with him once, and then, you know, they won in Season 2 with Greasy Meister. Season 3, not so much. They could have parted ways for many reasons. But either way, they have parted ways, and now I think it's all on Mystic to try and like remind the world I'm here for a reason.
Well, the last tournament we saw FlipSid play in, they won with Mystic, who is scoring just all over the place right now. Yeah. 2 goals in 15 seconds.
Pretty sure he's doing that. Getting up as quickly as he can, turning off ball cam last second to make sure he had the angle. Didn't want to get that altered at all by trying to follow that with ball cam, and now 2 goals up in 15 seconds. You know, it's a pretty good way to prove yourself.
Yeah, I think that at this point, Infused already 15 seconds in, needs to take a breather, needs to think about what they're doing, kind of recollect themselves and approach the game all over again, because right now, what they are doing is just, I'm surprised Cookser didn't score that one right there. That looked like a 3-goal game already, as they have yet to get into the blue. This ball has been nowhere near FlipSid's net in the first 30 seconds of the game. And the midfield defense continues here as FlipSid pounds shot after shot onto the backboard. And there, finally, the ball will break out and go into the blue. Cookser, the soft touch to the side. Mystic will clear it over the top of Sebadom. It'll be Doomsy who has to put it over and away. As Bluey rotates into net, Marky takes the shot. Clean rotation there from Infused after having an opportunity on offense, then having to fall back here. They'll get another one, starting to get their feet underneath them.
And after letting 2 goals go in the first 15 seconds. You know, that's a big one.
That's the hard part. That's the kicker.
Oh, Doomsy now against Mystic.
The drop. Bluey's there. Oh, no! Sebadom has an opportunity, but Marky's now in position. He'll get the block. So close. Yeah, they had a good opportunity.
I think Bluey tried to get there too quickly, so he wasn't grounded enough to keep putting himself in the right angle. He wanted to try and swing around that, but he didn't have time. Doomsy made the smart choice, though. He hit it towards the ceiling, knowing he had to beat out a defender and send it in front of net as quickly as possible.
Wide rotation on defense. Doomsy only barely making it back to net. Well, now pass towards Bluey, who misses in the midfield. Pass was behind him. And Mystic in the middle, drop it back to Marky. He'll take that shot. The 1-2-1 pass here comes through. 3 goals for FlipSid.
Yeah, if FlipSid's ever in a 2v1 situation, right here, Sebadom left all alone. FlipSid is a team that will always take advantage. They rarely try and get showboaty when it comes to that. They're like, we know we can get a goal off this. Let's not throw this around. So Marky and Mystic seeking each other out back and forth, forcing Sebadom to pretty much do his best, which in a situation like that isn't going to be great, because it's against Mystic and, you know,
yeah, it's
Marky.
It's just the three of the best players in the world. You're going to have a bad time 1v2ing any combination of FlipSid. But Cookser and Mystic a bit tangled up there. They'll be able to put that one through. Bluey capitalizes, and that's Infused on the board.
I like the way that Bluey challenged this. He didn't want to just go for the powerful shot. He knew that there were people coming through, so he tried to body as much as he could. A little bit of fortunate circumstance, but that's all on FlipSid to dedicate 3 to a save. You really don't want to do that, because even, you know, you run the risk of just own goaling, which now we've seen twice so far today.
Yep, nobody was in goal prepared for that. Everyone was kind of just trying to make the best of a bad situation, but holy cow, Marky and Cookser putting the pressure on the net. Doomsy's touch is very soft, and Mystic comes through, puts it onto the backboard once more. It's Cookser up, he'll drop it in. Only players like Cookser can get this shot off, but to him, it's a piece of cake.
Yeah, him and Mystic have both gotten angles like this. Watch how quickly he gets up for it and puts momentum on it towards the net, perfectly in the corner, nestled ever so gently in the corner of the net.
Perfect placement. And it's 4-1 FlipSid. Game number 1 here of Infused. Oh, is this just going? Oh, no. You gotta hurt for him on that one. That is a rough kickoff.
Part of me for them is like, well, it's okay. The game's almost over. And then I looked at the timer and realized we're halfway through.
We're halfway through the game. Oh my goodness. They are. I mean, at this point, they're on pace for a double Brazil. I think they'll slow down.
Mention that.
Yeah. I think we'll see a bit of the goal scoring slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
As both, you know, the one thing about a blowout like that is the game takes so much longer because of the, you know, the scoring and the replay. And none of the pros will get to the point where they're like, we know we're going to win. Let's just let the clock run out. At this point, Infused with their hands completely full, overwhelmed. They're trying to like hold a bucket of water without the bucket right now, and it's just not working. Sebadon will pass out to Bluey. Does not connect on the pass.
Hopefully they're not doing that near their computers.
You never know, man. That might explain why it's 5-1. Bluey and Sebadon on the back wall. And then the position right on top of each other couldn't get the clear either. Doomsy will get a good touch, but Cookster's already airborne. Drops it back down. It stays in the orange.
They're just a bit frantic. Even Sebadon, he had all the time in the world for that. And that first touch was like even weak, and he had to follow that up with even a better touch and more boost. They're just frantic. I think they're panicked. I mean, right now, I think they've chalked this game up for a loss. Scoring 4 in a row on FlipSid Tactics is, I don't know what I'm looking for.
I mean, the scoring
really
coming back at this level of Rocket League, coming back from a 4-goal deficit, it's only happened once, and it was not against FlipSid. Mystic on the wall, looking to pass to Cookster. Then they can put one in. I would not put it past Marky to be pushing in comms right now for the Brazil.
Sounds like a Marky thing.
No, that sounds like something he'd do. In between singing American pop songs in Italian, which is his new favorite thing to do. Which is, you want to talk about team synergy? Marky has been learning Italian just so he can better bond with Cookster. One of the best duos in Rocket League, and they're still trying to get closer.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well pass in the middle. We're in the final minute of game 1. Infused looking to put another on the board. Right now, goals for Infused is a very, very good thing. Even if it doesn't result in any change in who wins this game, just getting your rotations back on track, getting that momentum back on your side, taking a bit of the momentum away from FlipSid can be critical going into game 2. So good to see them score here towards the end.
Watch Doomsy. I wonder how much he panicked thinking he almost saved that. It actually, he nearly stole it.
It was very, very close.
I mean, I assume the next game's not going to be nearly as one-sided. We always talk about how the first game's a bit of feelers, and I think if you let 2 goals go in the first 15 seconds, you're probably not playing at your prime.
Yep.
So I expect this to be a much closer game in game 2. That's just my 2 cents.
Well, you know, it was 5-1 at halftime, and now here at the end of the game it's 5-2. So like I said, they slowed the scoring down significantly. Whether that was intentional because they wanted to let the clock run out, or whether Infused was able to destroy a bit more of the offensive opportunities, we'll see. Because they did come out of the gate, guns a-blazing, with Mystic just putting in goal after goal in the first few seconds there. FlipSid, clean win here in game 1. Infused with their hands full, as we said. They'll have to make the changes they were starting to make there at the end of game 2, but it was good to see them get that last goal there.
I mean, if you talk on pure hypotheticals, if those first 2 goals hadn't happened, it'd be 3-2.
Yeah,
3-2 super reasonable. 5-2 not nearly as reasonable.
You remember the I think it was the 4th goal, the pinch at the kickoff, where just popped straight over Bluey and straight in, like it went in upper 90, like about as good of a kickoff as you can possibly pull off if you're FlipSid. And it's, how do you prepare for that sort of thing? You know, it's that happens once in a million. So the score line maybe doesn't show doesn't demonstrate how one-sided it really was. It was less one-sided than it looked given the score. That's the sentence I was looking for. That one was tangled
up. It also kind of was as one-sided as it looked at the same time. Like FlipSid really did have full control that entire game. Even the goals that went in, it almost felt like FlipSid was like, we're up 5-1. Whatever, let it happen.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to watch this new FlipSid roster here, so it's really cool to get to see that. Mystic seems to fit in phenomenally, considering this has maybe been a month, if that, few weeks together. And I really like that. I mean, obviously, he's a player that we've seen. I got to personally be the interviewer for him for some of the stuff that we put out for the LAN, and he's a super nice guy, and I really like his mentality. It's like, you know what, we just take it a game at a time. He's not trying to think too far in advance. He's not thinking about future opponents. He's thinking about the opponent he's going against now, and I think it's a great mentality for him, especially with this, Cooksier and Market Duda.
Yep.
I think they're the same way. Market Duda, in interviews, he's stated, we're just here to do our best. Obviously, we want to win, but we just want to perform to our peak, and then we won't feel so bad when we lose, because at least we did what we could.
And right now, we have yet in Rocket League to see one team win 2 tournaments on a stage this large. And between DreamHack and this, if FlipSid were to win 2 back-to-back, that would be quite the accomplishment. Right now, looking strong. But here, the beginning of this game already different than the beginning of game 1, as we see Infused starting on offense. No good, solid scoring opportunities evolving from it, but getting the ball into the blue and keeping it there for a little while was more than they were able to accomplish for the first half of the game, but Marky will find the hole in the defense as the FlipSide make quick work of the defense.
I mean, I don't know what to say about FlipSide's shots right now other than holy crap.
Look at this.
I mean, that is as perfect as you need it. It just hits the crossbar, again, perfectly in the corner. That's like their third or fourth perfectly corner placed shot that they've had so far in just 2 games. They are all on point right now. They're not missing any silly things. I think we saw maybe 1 goal that Cookser could have had, but they were already up by 4.
This is the 1-2-3.
Oh, Mystic went for goalie!
Can he get him? Marky Duda gets demoed, but Cookser puts it in anyways. Oh, no, just walk me through this one.
Mystic just went for Sebadom instead, so he had to make a really late touch for that. Doomsy thought he had to make a frantic attempt at net, so he might have gotten bumped. I really couldn't tell. I didn't have him on cam, but he was flailing about all the way towards net.
I think he saw Sebadom get bumped, and he was like, well, dang it, that was our last line of defense. I was hoping to be able to move out, but I need to fill in for this hole here, so he flies back as quickly as he can, but Cookser is not going to miss. Gets the shot placement like he needs, and it took him a little bit longer than last time, but FlipSide is up 2-0 again.
They are just clean right now. FlipSide, each and every one of them is executing their mechanical skills nearly flawlessly. A lot of their shots have just been so hard to block, but there we go.
That's what we needed. Doomsy puts a goal in here. Earliest goal we've seen them score today.
Cookser and Marky Duda both putting themselves in the corner. Marky didn't really know where to go from there. You saw him take a big old loop-de-loop in the net. He wanted to go help, but he's like, oh, wait, Cookser's there. I'm going to turn around. He's like, but wait, I got to go save this.
But wait, Cookser missed. Yeah.
Oh, but no. Oh, now it's in.
Oh, dear. Now it's a 1-goal game. Infused looking to bounce back here. They drop game 1 handily. Let's see if they can tie up the series here in game 2. Looking much better here in game 2 than they did in game 1, but FlipSide still in complete control. Right now moving this one up. The pinch to the goal. My goodness. Mystic is dirty right now.
This is when you know the 50-50 is going in your favor. Mystic had control of this going into it, knowing that Doomsy had no momentum and faced the wrong direction. He made sure to contest the left side of the ball, so they knew it would pinch right. Did he think it would go in a net? Probably not. But he knew it would at least go in that general direction.
It functions as a pass if it's not a shot at that point. So with 3:21 left to go, FlipSide in top form, looking like the World Championship team we've seen before. What a play indeed.
I feel like I should bond with that man.
He's very, he makes me so happy about Rocket League. Mystic will pass out towards Marky. Look at the ball into the orange. Bluey with a nice transition back. Doomsy up and gets the first touch, wins that 50-50, and Bluey will fake out Marky. Duda he almost gets demoed by Doomsy. A bit of confusion there. I think Bluey was hoping to fake the pass to Doomsy, but Doomsy was looking for the demo. Can Mystic get this out of the way? Oh, he bounces around. Oh, it's still this looks like Team Rocket. That's what that looked like, bouncing off of every post multiple times and does not go in. You gotta hurt for Infused on that.
That was a great passing play too. It started off with such a smooth passing play and ended in nothing.
That was amazing.
Oh, I feel for them.
I can't believe that didn't go in. Sebadom with ball control alone. Will pass to Bluey over to Doomsy. The shot towards net. Mystic's right there.
There you go, though.
Excellent positioning by Mystic. Good setup from Infused, but not able to score. Still only down by 1 as we've, or actually they're down by 2. I forgot the pinch goal went in. I'm sorry. I was like they had to close. They got to do 2.
Yeah. My brain's still. Oh my. What is this? Where was this earlier?
This defense, though, from Cookser.
Yeah.
How do you read that?
I have no idea, but Team Infused seem to be on fire right now. Their passing plays are beautiful.
They're on fire in every way except for scoring.
Well, yeah, that's true. All their stats are great, except for the one that makes sure they win.
Yep. All the passing in the world's worth about 0 points. Bluey will send this one high. Doomsy will look to pass up. They'll get the cherry. They'll get the doink over the top and into the corner. But no completion just yet. Ball on target towards the net. Marky Duda's there, and he'll clear it away. Mystic will drop it towards Cookser, who plays backwards. If he had made contact, that would have been probably my favorite play so far. But the ball's spending a lot of time right now in the blue half. This is exactly what Infused needs. They are slowly gaining more and more control on this game. They will finally score there. It's a 1-goal game, Carpet.
All right, I got to say, some of the passing plays that Team Infused has been executing are my favorite. Look at this. Doomsy knows he has to get it right over the Bluey, who had pre-jumped it and knew that Doomsy would get the softest touch. He came from an angle that would have helped. He came from a wide angle to like Doomsy had a pretty big margin of just hit it forward towards Bluey. But holy crap, I'm loving what Team Infused can pull off.
They are connecting on the pass plays. They are winning the 50-50s, which is what they need right now. And Mystic will win out that one, but Doomsy here in the midfield moving this up. And the 1-goal game, we could play into 0-second time right now. And still end up in overtime. Bluey takes that one away from Cookser. It was right in front of the net. Mystic puts another shot towards the goal, but it is wide. The ball now, FlipSid turn up the heat, putting the pressure on, cleanly rotating into midfield. Marky will back pass to Mystic, takes it away from Infused, keeps the ball out of their control. Doomsy plays this one off the wall. Those touches onto the wall can work in both directions, and right now, Infused is able to wrap it around, but FlipSid's there, still 15 seconds left, and they're up by 1. If they just hold on to this ball, if they just run this clock down, they win game 2 and move on to match point. Marky is keeping this ball airborne. Sebadom in the air, looking for Bluey upfield. The shot towards the net. Mystic on the wall will add power to it and move it around. The drop straight down. Impressive that it didn't actually touch the lip there.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And FlipSid takes game 2. Not nearly as dominant as in game 1. Team Infused definitely ramping it up, and towards the end being very impressive on the offense.
Yeah.
As you said, those pass plays were some clean stuff.
And they dominated in shots. 9 shots for them to only 5 for FlipSid Tactics. Now that obviously says something. I can say a lot of things, actually. It's really hard, yeah. Efficiency is one of them. What styles of plays are going for. The defense of FlipSid Tactics. I mean, all those come into factor. I think, honestly, the plays that Team Infused went for against any other team, honestly, even against FlipSid Tactics on a slightly worse day.
Sure.
It probably would have been like 5-3.
Sure.
I think Team Infused. Some of their shots were absolutely incredible. The way they were trying to misdirect, pass it around the field, look for each other. And I really like the selfless kind of play that they are implementing right now. FlipSid Tactics, right? They're nuts. On defense right now, you mentioned it.
And on offense.
Yeah, well, yeah, on both.
Yeah.
FlipSid just in general.
As
a big whole, FlipSid's playing great.
They're nuts, man. They're like almonds and pistachios and cashews. They're like all of them. They're just a big old trail mix of nuts right now.
You named 3 nuts and then referred to all.
Pecans,
walnuts,
pecans, walnuts.
I guess, yeah.
Water chestnuts.
All right, you got it. I get it. You know
I don't
your
know
stuff.
anymore, actually. I'm glad we're stopping there. I can't think of another nut off the top of my head. But other than Greasy.
Hey.
Oh, he's not on the team anymore.
But
Mystic's been pretty crazy. Mystic, I think, has been my favorite player so far.
I'm really impressed, and I'm really happy. I think he's a nice guy that always struggled to find a team that could really let him show himself. And you know, he knew he kind of was always under somebody that had a little more shine than him, or a lot of the rosters he was on, and he also has been kind of kicked from a lot of rosters. And the fact that now he's on FlipSid Tactics must be really relieving.
They have their moment of offense there, and then Infused able to dodge it and move this one upfield. If they're able to pick up with the pressure they had at the end of game 2, we're going to have a series on our hands. But right now, Infused, tasked with reverse sweeping FlipSid, they would join the ranks of the leftovers if they were able to pull it off. Cookser now, the pass out towards Marky. Shot towards net. Cookser's there. Oh my goodness. It doesn't go in. It doesn't go in. The pass play from FlipSid does not result in a goal here. We'll stay scoreless, Carpet.
Both sides rigging their nets, apparently.
Bluey, Doomsy. Nope. Mystic sends it away.
Both teams right now.
The pass plays are crazy. Sebadom tries to play it past Cookser. Cookser there, veteran. Possibly the most experienced player in Rocket League, coming from Sarp. That'll be a Sebadom over to the side, off the wall, Marky. Reading for second touch. Doomsy onto the wall. Cookser, another shot towards net. This laser beam blocked by Bluey. The defense holds on, but the pressure continues from FlipSid. Sebadom trying to slow this one down, and Mystic will screen for Cookser. Can Marky be there? No, he'll fall in the back. They'll just have to play some defense clear to the side. And now Doomsy off the wall. It's Marky with Cookser in support, trying to take the shot. Excellent block from Sebadom, interrupting the pass as well as the shot. Doomsy's trying to clear this one away. And both teams with opportunities to score. The defensive plays on both sides have been very impressive here in Game 3.
Yeah, one of the biggest things.
And then the free one goes in. What a shot.
Right. Well, what I was going to say. One of the biggest things I've noticed. Oh, really? Oh, that's got to be frustrating. Blue probably shouldn't have
And it's still
that.
upper 90.
Yeah, that was actually nuts. But in hindsight, No, obviously, in hindsight, Bluey probably shouldn't have contested that. Marky was actually pushing into the corner. He probably didn't know Marky was contesting it. It felt a bit odd. Bluey wanted to push that back, but it did result in a weird situation. But I think I like that both the teams, when they are trying to set up passing plays, they don't wait too long. You see a lot of teams suffer from trying to put it on the hood of their car, getting ready for the pop, and then they get contested, and they lose all that. I think why we're seeing so many passing plays actually finally happen, especially in this game between both these teams, is they're not hesitating to start the playoff. The moment they've got control, they're just going to go for it.
Well, you see, like, even where we've had a series where FlipSid has been winning the majority of 50-50s. The last goal we saw from Infused with the Bluey passing, or Doomsy passing to Bluey. Bluey, you said, he pre-jumps. He trusts that Doomsy is going to be able to complete the pass, even though they've been consistently missing 50-50s the entire series. That sort of trust is exactly what makes those pass plays work. And with 2:15 left to go, Infused only down by 1, could still take a win here off of FlipSid. Sebadom out into the middle. Bounce into the corner. Now back down the field. Sebadom trying to connect with Doomsy, who is upfield. But the positioning from FlipSid, nobody at home in net. Mystic shot will roll straight in, 2-0.
I winced. This is not how you want to get a 2-goal lead when you're down 2 games in a best-of-5. If they can't turn this around, this will be the end of Team Infused for the day. But I have to say, this kind of roster coming together, watching Doomsy play the way he's playing right now, if they can...
That was a close one there.
If they can turn this into something that's very consistent and really start putting this out, and we see this roster try out for Season 4, I've got high hopes for them.
I believe that they can do it. Just cleaning up a bit of the play. And again, like you said, if they were playing this way against any team other than FlipSid, I think a decent chance they could take the win cleanly. FlipSid right now playing like a team that wants to win, playing like a team that wants that title of the gatekeepers of Rocket League back. Marky passes to Cookser. We'll move it into the empty corner. 1:17 left to go. Masters on the field here. Marky will pass that one into the corner. At this point, FlipSid just burning time off the clock. Another goal would all but secure the sweep of Infused here in Game 3. Mystic to pass to Marky. Here goes that shot. Bluey will save it away. Forced to play the defensive role. He will look to see if he can connect back with Doomsy possibly. No, he'll pass it. Send it over to the corner. Marky gets a demo onto the last defender. This opens up so much space. That one will go in. There's the nail. Mystic's the one who puts it in. The player everyone's had the questions about has fit so cleanly into this FlipSid roster. If there's any question on whether replacing Greasy with Mystic was a good decision, I think Mystic in this, and between this and DreamHack, has been made such an emphatic statement that he is the right choice.
Yeah, if I was new to the scene and you told me this roster, this is only their second showing in a big tournament, I would 100% say you're full of it. They really do feel like they've been working so well together. They feel like they've been practicing for months and months and months. Just how well they know. I mean, we haven't seen a maybe 2 double dedications on defense. Oh, Bluey though.
Okay, and they're not gonna win the game at this point. But what a shot from Bluey here! The pass from Sebadom, helped out by Marky. This upside down, that's beautiful.
I think
drop it in.
I think he started to pre-jump that again.
Bluey's trusting, man. Or maybe he's just going for the freestyles at this point. He's literally from his own net, just doing the freestyle twirl from the back. Just let's just see what happens. We'll put that one through. Are they going to get one more? Possibly. 18 seconds remaining here. FlipSid in complete control of the series. It's been closer and closer every game, it feels like. Maybe if it was a best-of-7, we would see Infused able to take a win. But at this point, they're going to be heading home. FlipSid will be moving forward. Lawler's going to get his DreamHack Finals rematch he wanted of Gale Force versus FlipSid. That'll be coming up later. But right now, FlipSid, the clean sweep. The lower part of this bracket has been clean sweeps all the way around. Gale Force over Method, FlipSid over Infused. And we've got our top 4, folks.
It almost feels like FlipSid tactics are trying to be one step ahead of the curve. The moment you think one of them's about to take a shot, they do one more pass.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, they had 14 shots that game.
14 shots.
14 shots to 4. All right, so they had 10 more shots over Team Infused. 3-1. So Team Infused played well played well on defense.
Yeah.
But if I even just that in that last play, it looked like Marky was going to take a shot. And he's like, wait, never mind, hold on. One more pass.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets postured up, ready for what usually would be a pass to a shot, but it's a pass to like just one more pass.
Yep.
It's almost like they're trying to be one step ahead of like the big Rocket League meta curve of like, we got more.
Yeah.
We can do this even longer.
Yeah.
We can keep passing the ball. You don't know when the shot's actually coming, which I think is going to be huge for them if they can master that skill. Team Infused, though, on their side, loving it.
Yeah,
absolutely loving it.
Beautiful plays. Very impressed by Bluey. A lot of the shots he was able to pull off. Got 5 saves here in Game 3. A defensive monster as well as an offensive power.